Hello everybody, I am Marco and welcome back to Maracha Gaming. In today's episode of Satisfactory, we are finally starting to make a final piece of this nuclear build, and that is uranium waste processing plant. Because in order to nuclear reactors to give you power, it needs uranium fuel rods, as we already built them, and you need a lot of water, but also they are producing one nasty thing, as I already said in the video before this, and that is uranium waste. But you cannot simply just send all the uranium waste into awesome sinks. No. Instead, you need to build a nuclear waste processing plant. Basically, what that means. That means that we are gonna take that uranium waste and we're gonna make plutonium fuel rods, and then those you can send in awesome sinks, or you can send them to another nuclear reactors that they are gonna produce power. But so far you cannot process the plutonium waste. So for now we're gonna send them in awesome sink, but maybe in future builds, in future updates of builds, we are gonna get the way to actually process the plutonium waste. Because this build is huge, as literally everything about nuclear power plant is ginormous, I'm gonna separate this build in two parts. So today we are gonna make encased plutonium cells, but before we start actually building them, we need to bring a lot of materials to the place that we are gonna actually start building this factory. And when I say lots of materials, I mean a lot of materials. We need rubber, we need aluminum castings, iron ingots, copper. Do I need to continue? I don't think so. So we have a lot to do today. I know this is only one part, but this is most difficult part to make in this build. So without further ado, let's just jump and start making Encased Plutonium Cell. Alright, the first part on our to-do list is concrete. We need 600 concrete per minute. So 3 refineries overclocked to 250% should be enough, and it is. Each refinery is producing 200 concrete per minute, so that's it. And now let's build them. And now only thing we need for this concrete is water. My friend will bring water to them, so he will finish the build while I start doing something else. So now I will start working on nitric acid. We need 300 nitric acid per minute. For that I will need 100 iron plate per minute, and I also need 1200 nitrogen gas per minute. Well, this is gonna be fun.
You know what? I'm not overclocked.
We have room.
Anyway, so why to overclock? Honestly. 1,200 gas goes into here. I mean, they need. Aha, you're gonna build that. Okay. I made a mistake. Ah, we're making milk. I mean, highly toxic milk, but
with the acid done, the next thing on the list is silica. We need 500 silica per minute, and I will make 10 constructors, and I will overclock each constructor to make 50 silica per minute, and that is 500 silica per minute. Easy.
I made it too close. Thanks.
Okay, that is silica. Now I will place blenders for the non-fusel uranium, even though we don't have all the parts for them, but just generally to know where the blenders will be. Six, 7. With blenders partially built, now we need to focus on the last part that we need, and that is, I'm sorry for my bad pronunciation, but we need to make sulfuric acid. And this is part of the build that gets a little bit tricky, but I will explain that a little bit later. Let's just build these refineries and make the sulfuric acid.
Ooh, nice. I still have coffee. Yep. It's like 30 plus degrees outside, so I'm fine with cold coffee. Today it's hot. I should went and deal with some shits, but I was like, nope. On 30 degrees, nobody is making me do anything. Yeah, of course. But hey, now I have brum brum that have AC working, so it's fine. Okay, sulfur done. No, it's not done. Nope. No. Go, sulfur.
With the acid, well, let's say nearly done. Now it's time for me to build these particle accelerators. This is the first time I'm actually building this, and it's fun. Actually, comment down below if you actually love to make them as I did. Why we are building, whatever, this particle accelerator? Because this is kind of a big part of the uranium processing plant, because basically you're sending the uranium waste in, and also you're sending the non-fissile uranium, and then you get a plutonium pellet. And yes, we choose that recipe over the other one, because in the other recipe you don't build the loop-de-loops. So that's why we choose this recipe.
Okay, so particle accelerators are built. Loop-de-loops.
Alright, I built the loop-de-loops. I will deal with logistic later, but now I actually want to try to explain what we did here and why I said this is kind of complicated. Why this is complicated? Because the blenders that are making non-fissile uranium, their byproduct is water. And sulfuric acid needs water to make. So it's easy, right? You put how much water you need, and basically the blenders will produce water. But that is not always safe. We was thinking in the beginning to just like place how it's called, industrial fluid thingy, and just bring how much water it needs, and then the water will circulate in the system. But that is not very safe way to do this. So what we did instead, we build one water extractor and we underclock it so it gives like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 water per minute. And then we placed a valve, and any excess water is basically spilling over the valve, and it goes into packager. I will show you packager later, maybe. Actually, no, I'm dealing with logistic for the... Okay, never mind. Basically, we built the packager, and it's packaged the water, and then we connected that packager to the awesome sink, and that is how we dealt with excess water. And now it's time to deal with particle accelerator logistics.
Well, only that fluid thingy can go wrong, to be honest. Nothing else can go wrong. We need another of these here. Yes.
And also I need to bring the uranium waste from the nuclear power plants both in the blenders that make non-fissile uranium and also to split and send the rest to the particle accelerators. $750 comes here and 250 goes to the... Yeah, we can. We have room for... Yeah, already split them. Don't worry. Meh. We send part of the uranium waste into the blenders to make non-fissile uranium, but now we also need to make logistic for the uranium waste that goes into particle accelerators, and now that is exactly what we're doing.
Come on, give me. Biggest thing is I never built nuclear power plants, so this is my first nuclear power plant ever. I don't know how that is gonna work, so basically we need to test. On paper it should be working fine, but I guess we'll test. That is the reason why I don't want to turn on nuclears before we finish this. Because looking now, this will take ages to fill with waste. Literally ages. And I guess that is fine. And now the last part of the logistic for the particle accelerators. You saw that I built 2 rows, and each row needs 500 non-fissile uranium. But we are producing 1000, so we need to separate those lanes, and we need to send 500 to each lane. Done. And after all that preparation, now we are finally ready to build Encased Plutonium cells. For that we will need plutonium pellets, but we cannot make them until we start the nuclear reactors, because we need uranium waste. Uranium waste. And also we need concrete. So let's build this. Plutonium is coming from the other side, by the way. Don't worry, I made a mistake as well. So. And just like that, the logistic for Encased Plutonium Cells is done. But we will test this build next week. And also I will end this episode here. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It will really help my channel out. And as always, have a great day and see you on another video. Bye!